Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, this is an impromptu live stream. Sorry, guys, if I did not if I didn't give enough reminder or enough time to schedule the live stream. But this is a very, very important topic that I think that at least I have the power, the ginger to speak this night. I said, no, I need to talk about it. I need to say something about it because the recent happenings or the recent events that I've seen this past week have been so discouraging, and I think I needed to talk about this topic. It's very, very important that I talk about this particular topic because it boils down to the fact that um, Nigerian pageant system is not at the stage where I want it to be. I think I'm also speaking for a lot of Nigerians out there that are watching what is currently going on. We know the economy is bad. We know that the system is corrupt. We know what has been going on, but at the same time, this has been on for years, and I feel like this is 2026. A lot of things, or a lot of things that I'm seeing now, I thought by now it would have been a thing of the past. But unfortunately, what we are seeing now in Nigerian pageant system is not encouraging at all. Like, guys, it's very, very sad that we are still repeating the same thing every year. We still keep repeating the same thing every year. And I sat down, I was like, why is this thing like this? Why are we having these issues? Why do we keep complaining about this particular issue every year? And I looked at it, I said, well, I think it is high time the government intervened, because at this point we cannot entirely blame the franchise holders or the candidates. We also need to look at the government, because at this point government needs to intervene. Government would have been, in fact, we need government to intervene, and they need to be part of this. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is just an introduction to the topic that I'm going to be discussing this evening. Um, you're all welcome to the live stream. I'm going to be dropping the link very soon. I'll drop the link very soon for those of you that are interested to air your opinion on this particular topic. Yes, I'm dropping the link very soon. Okay, so now with what has been happening so far, this month of May, we have we have two major competitions: Miss Ara International and Miss Echo International. Fortunately, our representatives are currently, in Turkey and in Egypt, respectively. And I watched their preparation closely. And although Miss Echo International, she had a long time to prepare for the pageant. She had a month, I think about 6 months to prepare for the pageant. So I was not really surprised with the way she presented herself. The departure videos, the arrival videos, she was on point. But Miss Aura Nigeria, she had about, let's say, 2 months roughly to prepare. Yeah, 2 months to prepare for the pageant, which in my own opinion is not enough. If you guys have been following me on my channel, you know that I always advocate for longer period of times for our contestants to prepare for pageants. Okay, so when our representatives are not well prepared, it actually shows in their performance. And this is what I saw with our representative going to Miss Ara International. She's very intelligent. I won't take it away from her. Congratulations to her. She made top 10 in intelligence round, but I wouldn't say I'm happy, or I'm entirely happy with her styling, with her whole overall presentation. So, anyways, let me drop the link very soon. I'll drop the link very soon so that we can all participate in this conversation. I hope you all can hear me clearly. Sorry, please. If you're coming in, like this live stream, please. You're coming in, like the live stream, like and share. Please like and share. Okay, so I think it's clear enough. Okay, so can you all hear me clearly now? All right, so I'll drop the link very soon for us to join in the conversation. So now we are asking that government should intervene because the party system in Nigeria is lacking in a very is lacking because of financial um, issues. Because if you look at the contestants, most of them are not the organizations. They don't give them that much needed support, financial support, and most of them are not. Some of them are not from. I don't know how to put it. Like they're not from backgrounds, or they're not from a financially buoyant background. you know I'm not trying to shade anybody, but I'm just saying that all fingers are not equal. So definitely, if you're coming from a background where, or you don't have that much funds to support your international participation in the pageant, it's going to affect your performance. That's just the truth. So now the franchise holders, it seems like they can't do it alone. They need the backing of the government, and that's where I thought, the Ministry of Arts and Culture, I think they are affiliated with the pageant system. I think they are the only ministry that I feel like they have a role to play in pageantry. Okay, so the Ministry of Arts and Culture, they need to um, earmark a particular budget, okay, that will cater for Nigerian contestants, that will cater for their international participation, that will cater for their needs. So that is just what I think we should do. But I know that a lot of you have your own opinions on this particular issue, so I'm going to be dropping the link here now so that you all can join in the conversation. Okay, so I'll be dropping the link. You can join in the conversation. Okay, guys, so I've dropped the link, and so what I was saying, if you're coming to the live stream, please like and share. Okay, like and share, like this live stream, like and share, so that my other persons can join us. So now, given the fact that most of all these contestants, they're not really from financially buoyant background, and we all know that all figures are not equal, that is where the franchise holders, if there are no sponsors, because we all know that sponsors are part of the contestants journey as well. Most of these sponsors, they go as far as saying, okay, I'm going to sponsor your wardrobe for the entire year, or I'm going to sponsor your international event, in terms of maybe flight ticket and all that, or visa issues. Some will say I'm going to sponsor your your advocacies. So sponsors come in different form, but at the end of the day, if you don't have enough sponsors, it's definitely going to affect your performance. Okay, so that is just what that is the major issue we are having here in Nigeria, because a lot of our contestants go onto the pageant space and onto the international stage, and they don't perform well, and we all come out online and start blaming the contestants. not knowing that this lady, this particular, this these people are doing their best. Like they are putting in their all, but at the same time, they don't have that financial backing. They don't have um that support, that much needed support for them to be able to do well internationally. So most times it's not about blaming the contestants. Why not blame the organizers as well? Blame the government, because I see that other countries, other continents, the government plays a huge role in supporting their candidates. Okay, you said Latin America, for example, even the Asia, for example, where we have a lot of businessmen that are supporting pageants these days. Businessmen men are coming to the pageant. Oh, Mr. Xavier, you're welcome. You're welcome. I just posted the link so you can join in as well in the conversation. I posted the link so you can click to join. So, like I was saying, we all have all these developed countries. They have government support, even if they don't have, even if the government is not fully part of, is not 100% part of the support system. They also have businessmen and women that take it upon themselves to support the pageant, to support the contestants. Okay, we have individuals, we have non-governmental organizations that also come in, that also step in to help these contestants. And you know that you can't compare the economy of those Europe countries, Asian countries to, let's say, Nigeria, for example, even some Latin American countries. But I know that Nigerian GDP is very high. Nigerian economy is higher than some of all these countries, even like especially Latin America. But you see that government supports their queens. Government plays a huge role in the preparation of the queens. But here in Nigeria, we have zero or no support from government. There's no support. We only see that, oh, most times they invite the minister of arts and culture, they invite minister of women affairs, to pageants like this. But what about what about how will I put it? What about the financial support? What about government participation? Not only attending events. What is their contribution to the development of pageantry in Nigeria? That is just what we're going to talk about today. So if you're ready to join us, please click on the link and join so that we can share in this conversation. So the link is on the comment section. Oh, please don't click on the link. The link is on the comment section, please. Sorry, yeah, the comment section. So you don't need to click on the link on the description box. That's not the link. Just click on the comment section. Okay? Click on the comment section. I just posted the link. So maybe I'll just pin that link. I'll pin the link now. Okay, let me show it on stage. Okay, so that's the link that you can click on to join. Okay, so that's the link. Okay, I posted the link to join the conversation. So now, the issue now we're having is that a lot of our queens. I'm back. Oh. Okay, Mr. Xavier, I can't add you on stage. I don't know why um, it's not working. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. So please click on this link again and join in, please. I've been trying to, there's no icon showing add to stage. That's where the problem is now. So please click on the link again and join again. Let me see if it's going to work this time around. Go back and come back again. So let's see if it's going to work. So while we wait for our guests to come on stage, so what basically what we are talking about is in what ways can we already know that, oh fine, we need government intervention. Now, how can government come in? Like, what are the ways that government can come in, you know, um, financially to help our contestants, financially to help the pageant system, and also to also help these contestants, to help them in the national costume, help them in preparations, so many things that they need to do. Is a lot. Like I said before now, that if you're participating in beauty pageant, it's a lot of times, a lot of money, it's a lot of issues that you have. There's a lot of things you need to put into consideration when going for pageants here in Nigeria, because there's a lot that goes into the system. There's a lot of effort that goes into the system. Apart from financial effort, you need visibility. You need visibility, and that is one of the reasons why I said that a lot of Nigerian pageant fans are not doing the right thing. They only come and criticize. They come out here and criticize our contestants, but they don't do the needful by voting. And that's why I always talk about it on my platform, that it's very important that you vote. Very, very important that you vote. Okay, try as much as possible to vote for your candidate. It helps them a lot. It helps them a lot, in terms of please, if please, you have to log on that link again and come back, because I don't know, I can't add you on stage, Mr. Xavier. I can't add you on stage. I don't know why it's not showing. The icon to add to stage is not showing. So please, I've you know removed you, so you have to come back again. Click on the link and come back again. Probably it's network issue, I don't know. So click on that link again and come back, then I'll be able to add you to stage, because I'm not seeing the icon. I'm supposed to add you to stage, but I'm not seeing the icon, so I don't know why it's not showing. All right, so now, like I was saying, there's a lot of things that government needs to help our candidates with. Aside from financial support, they also need to help with visibility. We have a lot of media houses here in Nigeria that can do the job. Unfortunately, most of all these franchise holders don't have the media um, they don't have media attention. They don't have media stations aside from Silverbed. Silverbed has their own radio station. They have television. So most of all these other franchises, they have to liaise with the national television bodies like TVC, Channels TV, and then even Silverbird 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 too. I remember that when Miss Grand Nigeria was going for the pageant, she went on Silverbird television. She also went on other TVC as well. So it's all these things boils down to visibility, being able to you know um help your candidates to be more visible, and also canvas for vote. When I say that a lot of Nigerians don't vote for our candidates, in fact, it's the truth. Because if you calculate the number of population, or the population that we have in this country, is enough to actually help our contestants to win the public vote. Because if you look at the other countries that are actually winning this public vote, for example, they don't have they don't have the population that Nigeria has. Nigeria is highly populated, and I feel like we're not using it. We're not taking advantage of our population enough to help our candidates. We're not taking advantage of our population enough to push our candidates out there. We are not doing enough in terms of bringing that visibility. If you look at Asian pageants, for example, especially the Philippines, you see the way they carry their queens and their kings. You feel jealous. Like sometimes I just feel like, oh, I wish Nigerians can be this passionate about pageantry. But we all know that we are passing through stuff, okay? We are all passing through our own personal stuffs. A lot of persons. I still know that there's still some pageant fans too that want a change, that wants that much needed change in Nigerian pageantry. And I know that I know that they want to be able to um support one way or the other. Okay, so that's why I always come out here. I canvass for votes. I always canvass for votes for our candidates. I always make sure that our candidates are well. They are giving that visibility on my channel. Okay, so aside from that, the government needs to do something about financial. Sorry, guys, I had a call. I just had to answer the call. So, like I was saying, I don't think network is good this evening. Maybe I will have this conversation some other time. I'll have to schedule another live stream because probably network is affecting my guests from entering. Sir Xavier, if you can hear me, please, you can join in. Click on the link. Click on that link to join again. So you want to join me today, or you want to add to the conversation, click on the link. Okay. So government needs to do a lot more than just being special guest of honor in the pageants, or they just invite them to just come and recite one speech like that. Okay, we need more than those speech. We need the financial support of the government. We need the Ministry of Arts and Culture to earmark a certain amount of money that will that will help our contestants. They need to be able to be physically available to help these contestants throughout their journey, throughout the international competitions. I remember, if you I watch the way the departure videos, the airport departure videos of all these countries, especially Latin American countries, when they are going for pageants. You see the crowd. You see crowd at the airport. You see people. You see, it's as if the whole nation is at the airport to bid their queen farewell to international competitions. But here in Nigeria, we don't see that much crowd in the airport. You don't see only the queen, maybe and her national director, or friends and family, you know. But normally it's supposed to be an entourage accompanying her to the airport, making sure that she's giving that rousing farewell to the international pageant. It gives that sense of belonging. It shows that, oh, the nation is solidly behind me. Do you understand? Most of all these queens, it's most times their performance is affected by their by what they see and the amount of support that they get. Because when you see that you're getting that much support, you perform better. It's a psychological thing. So government needs to come in and do the needful, because right now the parent system in Nigeria is not really, I don't know how to put it, whether it's heading for, I don't want to be negative, but I feel like there's no much change. Each year we keep saying the same thing, keep clamoring for change. We keep saying, oh, we need this kind of change, we need, but at the end of the day, when the government is not financially supporting, or is not present, it's in the lives of these contestants, it's very, very, very difficult, because like I said before, all fingers are not equal. So if you don't have financial backing, if you don't have finances, don't participate in pageant. I've said it before now, that if you know that where you're coming from, you don't have that much finances, do not attend pageants, because it's a whole lot of money. And that's on a national level. When you're not going, when you're not going, when you're now going international, that is where the government needs to come in. We need government intervention. We need government support, because the pageant system here in Nigeria is gradually collapsing. There's no funds. We don't have funds. Okay, what's happening now? Why is this thing not working? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what's happening. Like today's network is so bad, so we'll have to reschedule this live stream, and maybe by I don't know, we'll fix a date that will be suitable for this live stream because a lot of my subscribers that want to join in can't join in the because of the issue we are having. I can't add anybody to stage. I don't know what's happening to StreamYard. I have to work on it. I don't know what is going on. But I tried from my own end. I was able to do it. I don't know why I can't add other persons to stage. So it's like it's a how will I put it? It's a technical issue. It's a serious technical issue, so we need to reschedule this live stream. All right, guys, I will end it here because I can't continue without your inputs. Okay, so we'll have to stream another time. We have to stream this live stream another time. We have to reschedule the live stream for another day. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you all for the time. Thank you so much for your time. So I was trying to join. The message is broken. The message is saying what? What's the message saying? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. No, I don't understand. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know what's happening to StreamYard. I don't know. Say why trying to join? The message is the browser is block you off. I don't know what is happening. Like you don't need to even say it because if you are coming in with what you do, if you click on it like this, and it said, let me see, let me try it for my own end. Let me try it. So if you are entering the studio via the link and you see, okay, allow, you look at, you see allow, you have to come in through what they call it. You have to come in through, okay. Yes, I was able to add to stage, but I don't know why yours is not adding to stage, Mr. Xavier. I can add myself on stage, but yours is not showing add to stage. That's the problem I'm having. It's not showing the icon as to add to stage. Yeah, for example, now. Okay, so okay, let me see. You see it now. Okay, so Mr. Xavier, you can see now that I've added myself on stage. So what you need to do is you you have to unmute your mic. Once you unmute your mic, I'll be able to add you on stage. Once you unmute your mic, I can now add you on stage. That is why I try to use my other phone. So, and it was I was able to add myself on stage. So it's not like, yeah, it's a network issue. I think it's from your own end. You can see that I was able to add myself on stage with my other phone. And so um you need to unmute your mic so that I can add you on stage. Anyways, today has gone. I don't think there's no time again for that. I'm just giving you guys an example in case you want to come on stage. So you can click on that link, then unmute your mic. Then I think I should be able to add you on stage because I used my other phone and I was able to do it. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm not really happy that live stream ended like this. I wanted it to be more interactive, but technical issues and network issues, actually made it to be like this. All right, guys. So, like I said, I I will reschedule this live stream to another day so that we can have more participants and we can have a lot more to talk about. Okay, let me try and see if Mr. Liga can come on stage. Oh, still saying the same thing. I don't know. It's still saying the same thing. Oh, I don't know why he's saying the same thing. I don't know why he's still saying the same thing. Anyway, so I'll have to reschedule the live stream for another day so that we can have a lot more time. I don't know. Maybe I will use another browser. I'm already used to StreamYard. That's just the truth. I already know, or I'm already used to StreamYard. So I'm trying to see if there's another browser I can use that um, accommodate, accommodate guests. So whatever happens, I will communicate with you guys if I'm able to get another app or another stream platform that I can use, to come on live. But I don't know if YouTube does not really have this feature of you coming on live with inviting people to come on live. That's the problem. If YouTube had it, at least I wouldn't have to use external feature like StreamYard. You understand? So, anyways, I will have to reschedule this live stream to another day. Thank you guys for joining me. And I've said, what is I've discussed extensively on the topic, but I just wanted to also get your own opinions on this particular matter. But network did not allow us to do our protocol today. Anyway, I will schedule the live stream to another day, like I said. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are rewatching the live stream, let me know your thoughts on this particular matter. Bye and good night.